Ah, it seems I have moved my VTuber model far too distant out of the scene. Allow me to restore it. Get back here, you fiend. Ah, it persists in giving me trouble. No matter. I think we can go ahead and just jump straight into the game and not worry about the formal introductions here. Salutations, class, and welcome back. It's Guilty Gear Strive Night once again, so we will resume our usual practice trying to make sure we're good with the Mixbox. After all, there's a possibility of there being a Guilty Gear Strive tournament tomorrow. I may participate. I've not yet made my decision. Let's go ahead and gauge ourselves by hopping into the online and seeing just how things turn out for us. Instead of doing our labbing as warm-up before we head online, we will be doing that as we are waiting on a match. Cracked knuckles, heaters turned on, so my hands should be warm for the presentation, despite the awfully chilly winter weather.
We've got a newcomer.
And let us begin. Ah! One of our worst matchups right off the bat. Let's go ahead and give it a try. With a Mr. Big Pete 69. Hopefully he will respond soon enough. I know there's a lot of folk that like to wait just so they can check out said VTuber they're about to be fighting. If he keeps us waiting here too long, however, I will neglect to fight him.
It's not a big deal.
We can handle it. Ah, it took us too long. Very well. Bread and butters we go. Ah, seems the game's gotta warm up a bit. What is slowing me down so much in the background? Ah, it shouldn't take too long. Corner confirmed. Really? We're having so much trouble landing a match with anyone. Very well, I suppose that gives us enough time to go ahead and get ourselves some practice. Now we resume. Try again, Big Pete, since you have sent your request.
I'm sorry about that. You thought this through.
Come on, Faust, I'd hope there'd be something better with this. Ah, here we go. I wonder what that icon in his top right means. We do have a good test here. It might be an indication that he's about to go up in a rank, maybe if he beats us. Of course, there's probably a lot of folk looking for advantageous matchups out here. Alright, we're going to have to block round start every single time, basically. Still activated, huh? Ah, the run up and grab while I was blocking the meteors. Clever. Ah, nice delayed burst from him. We will do that, and sadly that hits him on the other side. And goodbye. Trying to get away, I see. A lot of folks tend to block high against Goldlewis, just getting away from him as much as possible. I've played this matchup plenty of times. Ah, just too soon. We could have gotten him with a jump P, I'm sure. Very backdash happy, I'm noticing. Very good 2P from him. Really? I didn't know he had that kind of trajectory on his air dash. That's interesting. Got him with the air to air. So, 862 in the air actually causes a wall bounce that you can start a combo off of. Very interesting. Like so. So it's going to be one of the most important ones for us to try to get off of an instant air dash. You can also do the same with 486, but it's a bit harder to get going. I think you can very reliably get an instant air dash 862, however. You know what? Maybe it is a very good idea to participate in the tournament tomorrow. Gives me a lot better opponents to practice on rather than folks stumbling around in the ranked tower. I wonder if I might actually be having some lag issues here. Maybe that's why I wasn't rematched, because we shouldn't be performing this well against these players. Might be worth messing with some settings here in a moment. Okay, so I noticed Rams like to use 2K a lot. So in those neutral situations, well, the MS seems fine, but I am getting a couple of frame stutters. We also might not have exactly the same numbers on each side. Ah, just before we had the chance. Ah, and the wall break. Right before we had a chance to burst. Ah, good 6P. We had such a good start, too. Alright, back to the usual problems with Ramlethal. Seems she's doing a 5P or 5K start. And there we go. And all it took was about 11 seconds. One interesting thing we can start trying to do is minigun off of our strings to catch backdashes.
What is it?
Just like that.
Anyone there?
That's actually something I've thought about lately with all the backdashes that we get from our block strings. Ah, and I pressed a button. Ah, nice super. Drone goes out. Ah, so close. You see how suffocating our pressure is. I'm not really sure what my options were to get out of that. The grounded version of that is actually like +1, I believe. Ah, good burst bait. Absolute gorilla character. You see how they get the PRC and then immediately jump into the air and mash punch because they can get away with it. You know, after all this time I've spent playing, I think Ramlethal is the only character I actually just plain don't like. Alright, Potemkin, let's go. Casually drags Lewis off screen in the win animation. Yeah, good for a laugh. I love it too. Welcome, Broham. I don't know if I've actually given you the formal hello yet. So, in neutral, when a Ramlethal tosses their sword, we might want to run up and 5k at a somewhat neutral distance. Ooh, good catch. Potemkin's actually one of the winning matchups for Goldlewis. He just has such a big hitbox that it's hard for us to miss him, essentially. Welcome, Papili, by the way. That is not what I meant. That'll hit you through it, funny enough. Ah, I was expecting another Mega Fist. Close enough. Don't jump. Ah, I was hoping for a burst. Got him. Mashing on defense, I see. Got him.
in my calculations.
I guess he already hit the button by the time we RC'd, because that was pretty heavily telegraphed. But in that situation, he was low enough that it probably would have been our best option regardless. Drone goes out. Got him. A little irresponsible, but we know how often Potemkins try to fish for that grab like that. And there was no way a grappler was going to block when he had that sort of advantage. Frame trap. Frame trap again. No, this is actually a very good matchup for Goldlewis, one of the few ones that he wins. I think this is actually his best matchup, is versus Potemkin, being someone else who, well, tries to get into a similar range profile. Frame trap. We probably could have KO'd him with a BT there instead of a 2H. But it's very difficult to read how much health the wall has left. It is a battle of big boys. Very hyped to actually watch these sort of matches. If we end up with another Goldlewis mirror in that tournament tomorrow. You know what? Fine, let's do it. I might actually make tonight a short stream just so I can get some sort of preparation for tomorrow doing this stuff, like a lot of lab work basically. So that I can put a lot more effort into the stream tomorrow if, well, we enter the tournament, which we haven't had a Strive tournament in a while. It would be the first time with the Mixbox. I'm not expecting to do quite as well, but I think it would be very fun. I wonder if that's universal there. It might not work on ducking characters. So let's try to see if we can do a different BT off of that. There, that one actually hits significantly lower. Let's see if we can set him to crouching. See what difference this makes. Okay, so that's a good frame trap versus crouching opponents. You'll see we don't have enough time to actually hit even Potemkin with a jump H afterwards. Although I usually see people trying to do 2-4-8 instead. Thanos car. Thanos car, huh? Sure, very funny. Chip is such a problematic matchup if they actually know how to play. If he uses the mobility to his advantage and stays outside of my range... Drone goes out. If we anticipate lots of backdashes, just minigun. Alright, he's one of those chips that will try to use that very sparingly. Why does that catch so many people? Now that is how you beat the command grab. Jumping during his block strings is actually a good way to beat most of his pressure. Again, we should try to focus on using 5P instead of bar slash for those sort of situations. Go ahead and get drone set out. We should definitely stop doing drone whenever we get off a burst though, because Chip actually can run up in DP. I still remember that from that time I was fighting Bodum. We'll also need to really just tighten up all of those. There's the burst. Ooh, nice jump catch. But your pressure is not grab safe.
Yes, hello?
We're on a roll. Alright, so it's gonna be backdash every time. We might even go for a cheeky round start minigun if we'd like. Alright, stop missing those BTs. We probably lost this one, so... Oh, he missed. Did we get him? Darn. No, okay. I was hoping for it. I was banking on it, even. So we know he's going to backdash. Or not. All we need to do is perfect doing that neutral. Which we can do, since we're on the Mixbox. And goodbye. Funny, he's actually the one person we've managed to get a couple of those grabs on. A lot of other chips are way better at the frame traps. We will block because he'll immediately be on us again. Ah, just too far. Almost. Vroom vroom indeed, Thanos car.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Ah, I jumped in the wrong direction, but I knew I was going to block. And got him. Alright, loosen up. And he will backdash. Alright, so we know minigun is a very, very good tool for backdash happy opponents, which... Well, you see, with the newfound knowledge here, we have ourselves another chance at Celestial. Of course he was gonna backdash, Chips always do that. Clip it. Someone get the timestamp, just how far in the video this is. I need to start clipping things more often. Just little things like that are how you easily get into the algorithm. Alright, we have them set to do that. We could practice the timing on a safe jump, basically, in any case. Using the, okay, 26 minutes. $300 damage meterless. I'm not too concerned about the actual challenge here, just because it's mostly luck if we get in or not. That's really the thing. Oh, you switched characters for this matchup? I guess. That's the same Ino we were looking at a moment ago. Guess they're only going to pick the character that has the winning matchup versus us.
Duel 1. Let's rock. Thunderbird. Rumble. Eat shit.
You got this! You got this! You got this!
And so we begin. Okay, noted. That does not beat round start 5H. That was supposed to hit Jacko. Got him.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Really? Just a couple of idiots, I guess. Drone goes out. Well, thank you, Jacko, for your time. I have a feeling she's going to 5H again, so let's go ahead and 6P round start. If only I didn't side switch, I was actually trying to block that one. I'm not bursting this one. I didn't mean to backdash there, but alright. I guess that's what happened if you... What happens if you... I think I hit forward multiple times. That must be what happened. And it registered as a neutral input. Ah, 5k would have done wonderfully there. I hate this character.
Thanks, guys.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Since you're not changing your strategy whatsoever. Alright, good 6p. Nope, I'm in the air.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
You see the upper body invincibility on that 6p for her. Well, we got the minions off of us. Are you really going to do that every time? No. Thank you for your time, Jacko. Well, if we somehow get a 3-win streak, we're back into Celestial, it looks like. What is my cat?
We've got a newcomer.
He's somehow figured out how to open doors, so... Swapped to her and everything for that matchup. Guess he didn't know how to play it quite as well. Really, again? Ah, fine, I guess it's possible. Crack those knuckles, and we'll resume. Since he still hasn't changed from 5H, I'll do it again.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Or miss my 6p completely. So there's gonna be a lot of 5H in neutral, it looks like. Oh, I hit the grab button too. I knew it was coming. Miss R5K, okay. What are you upset about, Broham? Drone goes out. And take that trade in neutral. And goodbye. Thank you for playing.
What is it? Anyone there? Man. Duel 1.
It's still fun. Still fun. Alright. Maybe a 5k would have been a better option. We'll need to do that a lot for a counter-poke solution. Finally, you've changed your habits. Ah, that should have been a grab. Dash grab. Interesting. Okay. Mash out super. Nice frame trap.
Duel 3.
Oh, wait. That was mine. Well, if we could have done that unbuffered, we could have gotten that hit out a lot sooner. I think actually we had an interesting interaction where the 2K must have hit her... 2K must have hit the minion. Drone goes out. And got him. Okay, so we see a lot of 5H now. Let's just handle that before it happens. Alright, too much jumping, I see. Almost. See if we can try to keep our momentum going from the start. Nice 6p. Drone goes out. No, that's a 5k. You have to block that. Well then, congratulations to Xander. Welcome back to Celestial. We finally, okay. We might actually make this one I'm not going to have you sit in the crouching pose. Absolutely not. And it's getting sweaty in here, so I'm going to have to turn off my heater real quick. And with only a week left. Seems I can never be so lucky as to get into Celestial at the beginning. But this does give us a good week ahead to practice against the better opponents we'll find in Celestial. Especially now that we're up here, we don't have to worry about getting kicked out. Onward we go. So, really it's all just execution. Gotta run up, gotta practice our FD breaks. Gotta practice those unbuffered 684s more than anything else. Do S? Okay. So he's gonna mostly sit outside of our range, it looks like. Nice VP, I'm not gonna have it. Should 6p just a moment earlier. Interesting. Don't think I've ever seen someone use a combo like that with Kai. And that is a frame trap. Now I'm the Gate Guardian. If you want to get in the Celestial, you must answer me these Behemoth Typhoons 3. If only we had a high jump. That's another thing you need to practice. High jumps are very important with Goldlewis, as he doesn't get a double jump. Nice one. Ooh, good one. I'm still not bursting that one. We'll make a lot better use of it in this next round. Let's go ahead and 684. Alright, get on the block. Frame trap. No, you'll still get hurt. Well, we do that again and we gatekeep. Not that I want to gatekeep, but I'll just play genuinely. I'm not trying to fish for the people looking to get into Celestial. Anything to keep Goldlewis off of you, I see. Interesting, run up DP. Okay, so I think that's a new tool in our repertoire. It's a DP bait. Right, the lightning. We'll go ahead and leave that one.
Duel 2. Let's rock. Get a load of this.
Ooh, just barely. Was that a mistimed bait burst? Nice. Well done, Kai. Hopefully soon you'll be able to get yourself into Celestial, but you'll have to keep doing whatever it is you were doing there.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
You're only saying that because he's a Kai player. It's all about the execution. You see how many maneuvers I'm failing. And... if only. If only we 6P'd under that. So he's usually backdashing. Okay. Nice little change of maneuver here. Seems he's figured us out for the most part. That move is so slow. Excellent! Excellent read. It is very sweaty in here. Well done, Kai. Write that down. First thing you'll have to do if you want to have a chance, Broham, is actually practice some Kai combos. You can't just beat Goldlewis with only neutral, you need to actually punish him for it. Otherwise he gets so many more interactions and so many chances to get in. It is still even toastier in here, so... The heater completely. Alright, so Coconut at the end of the block string, since I can't really punish him at that distance. It's something I've told you so many times. You're only minus if you're a bitch. Very well, soul bad guy, let's go. I might actually have to play this game a lot more often since I can have a chance in Celestial here. No fun incoming. Soul bad guy is actually very fun with versus Goldlewis. Sure, he's very punishing and he's overpowered, but he's still fun. Ramlethal's the one who's not fun. Nice 6p. Ooh, still carried him along. Don't assume I don't have a minigun just because I use the level 3 version. So many people fall to that. He can run cancel 5k. Interesting. Nicely done. Not bursting here. Ah, just barely enough. Just barely out of range. Okay. Interesting. The wall bounce still after all that space. Funny. Welcome, Kayla. So glad to see you.
Stop wasting my time.
We actually just got back into Celestial, so we'll be fighting some better players up here. And an excellent chance to practice our execution.
Duel 1. Let's rock. Get a load of this. You am in.
Wait for it. Ah, that's still too slow. We could have hit him with a 2p off that.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Oh, that soul do be bad guy though. Ah, almost. We should have started with a punch, I suppose. That would have caught him on the way in. But you see, we did have a chance there.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Nicely done. Did he... Can he backdash off of that normally, or...? There's the DP. And here's the super. Get out of here, Soul.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Got him.
Mr. President.
That's why I play characters like this. You get the burst read,
Burst Max.
and then you just rub it in. So that's why I have to play these kinds of characters. Sure, I might destroy my fingers trying to make this work, but...
Are you ready?
Same guy, but he's deciding he's going to pick the most sadistic matchup, it looks like. Why are so many people switching over to Jacko? We'll wait the first round to see if he 5Hs from the very start, and if he keeps doing it, then we're just going to 6P him instead.
Man. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Luckily, I had a friend who used to play Jacko, so I have a lot of experience with this matchup. Got him. Please don't try to jump out of my block strings. You're going to sit there and respect pressure. I've earned it. Ah, finally, someone who uses sweep. Why does that hit so many people? Nice backdash. Oh, well. Delightful. Just about everyone gets a wrestling move. That's supposed to catch backdashes if I time it correctly. I'll need to have done it with a little bit of something different. No. Thanks for the burst. YouTube is being very, very weird with my metrics tonight. It keeps alternating between, like, 0 and 4 people fighting, or watching me fight.
How do they always run away so fast?
Curious.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Ah, strike throw, my one weakness. And onto the wall break we go. We're just gonna lose this one. Got him on the way out. You don't get anyone to recall. That should have been a dash one. Okay, jump punch, because you were expecting me to be doing basically exactly that. It's so weird telling exactly how those minions are supposed to react with each other. You see that? That is what patience gets you. And that is what impatience gets you.
Thank you, everyone. What the?
We have to perfect those 684s. Those are absolutely neutral for all of our shenanigans. Or necessary. Like so. And welcome to the corner. Enjoy your stay. Drone goes out. And somehow hit her with that one. That was interesting. We're getting some really crazy maneuvers out tonight. There's the burst. We're not gonna burst. We can go ahead and afford the loss for this round, since we have the next one we can keep going with. That was supposed to be a block, but if you don't have meter to FD, looks like it comes out as a button. Ooh, the backdash setup. Double cross up, even. That's still the weirdest attack in the game. It's a throw, a reversal, and it still hits people in a combo? It completely breaks every convention of other fighting game attacks. So bizarre. Because normally you're supposed to beat throws by jumping, and you can do it there. Normally you can't throw someone who's currently in hit stun, so you can't throw someone who's being comboed. But that one works. And it picks people up off the wall, so I guess it's some sort of weird hit grab. Can we not get close enough? Okay, that's interesting. Looks like we can't get close enough to do it with A2H on her. Noted. You will see my execution is becoming a lot more consistent. Although I don't know why my computer's having so much trouble handling this right now. May if I exit out of some other applications in the background. And that made Strive crash, apparently exiting out of YouTube. Well then, let's, do it again. Wow, can you believe it's already been an hour? Kayla wants Leviathan to get rid of the bots. I don't know if she's watching right now. She might not be. Yeah, you know what? Let's actually reduce our resolution a bit. It shouldn't change anything on your end, just on mine. I might be able to get a much more reliable frame rate in that case. Hell, I guess I'll open up that door since it is just roasting in here. Why don't we let some of the heat out? And shut that other door while I'm at it. Just now getting into Celestial. So the good news here is we will be fighting better opponents who can pick up on our habits. Recommended floor 10. No, I'm going to get as many losses as I can while I'm up in here. Heck, I just saw an Axel in there. I'll even fight Axel. Let's get ourselves a better song. And who should we practice against? Let's not dwell on it. Looks like we have our first match popping up. Indeed. Fine by me, we're already both in Celestial. I could use the practice. Although I don't know if Axel low players, some of them are really friendly. No, I don't have a cat in my lap. I have the Mixbox because we're changing controllers permanently. Remember that. As the stream says, this is Mixbox practice.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Nope, we're still having a few frame skips. This is a frame trap. Oh yeah, I forget his dust just reaches half screen, because it does. Alright, adjust the glasses, we're getting back into it. Don't backdash, please. Don't backdash, please. Not the maneuver I wanted. And continue. Ah, almost. Alright, so he does a lot of 2K 5D. We're just going to need to focus on looking out for overheads, it looks like. And we're also very slow to react to the grabs, so we're going to have to do that too.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Not from over there, please. And chip damage. Welcome, Rokushi. We are indeed Goldlewis Gaming. Are you a fan of Strive? Friendlies are always open to viewers. Drone goes out, get him as he tries to go into the air, and we'll get him for trying to anti-air us and not respecting the drone. Let me know if you'd like to go in for a couple of matches, Rokushi. Always open to friendlies. And Broham, same to you. Drone goes out. And wall break. Although it probably would have been better for us to just reset back to neutral. Seems he's taken a page from my book. Watch me do the same. 5K would have been better. Almost. Nice to actually see him using Axel Bomber. I don't usually see enough Axels actually making use of that. It's a combo finisher in the air, essentially. And everyone knows about their bomber loops with Axel. One thing we need to work on is getting the perfect position off of those RRC converts. We're not concerned about damage. We're concerned about the proper setup because the winning position for Goldlewis is right in front of your opponent's face. Indeed. Let's go, Anji. I will indeed look forward to clapping said cheeks. Prospects look good. You know what? We might as well go ahead into that tournament tomorrow. And overhead. Catch the backdash. I miss that. I miss that so much. That was supposed to be a BT. So that's what we need to work on is the low overhead setups. One thing we definitely need to do is take a lot more high-risk 2Ds, since everyone's 6P is basically going to hit most of our neutral options. Drone goes out. So close. Got a little tense, and that was a very interesting 2S there. Surprised that it hit him, but another thing we definitely need to work on is the muscle memory of getting a 2P into 684. Catch the backdash. Nice, we got the overhead. Drone goes out, chip damage. And just barely clip him with that. Had this problem with 2P too. You forget to either buffer or do 268. It takes a lot of practice. What sort of controller are you using? I used to play Goldlewis on pad, but after watching enough of Backpack's work, I decided that a Mixbox was necessary. Focusing too much on trying to FD. I forgot to do overhead. Drone goes out, lift it up. Catch him trying to hit buttons and punish him for such an egregious mistake. Bursted way too high there, Anji.
Yes, hello?
Ah, darn, I think we actually just kicked him out.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
I've actually used analog stick the entire time I was using Goldlewis. What sort of pad? Is it a DualShock or the more Nintendo or Xbox style? I used an Xbox style pad and the analog stick. Oh, thank goodness that missed. Ooh, nice overhead. PS4 DualShock. Okay, I can definitely understand using the pad in that case. That's actually one reason I use the Xbox style controllers. So he does a lot of run-up 6P. So the reason I use those Xbox pads is for the symmetry of the analog stick and the buttons. Oh, we kicked him out. We kicked him out. And I was having so much fun. Right, we definitely need to focus on getting the 426 there correct. What was there? Right, we need 2p into 684. And we need to do that as reliably as possible. And not get 268, but there's probably the difference in timing there because we whiffed. Although having the -5 BT, excuse me, at that distance definitely makes it a bit of a poor setup for having to block immediately afterwards. I did not air dash. Finally, someone that's actually teaching me to focus on the command grab. Okay, so that's another thing we need to practice. There's so many axles up here, and they all love doing that. Nicely done. You see the blue flames around his name. This is actually one of the top, I believe that's top 500 players, I think. I think that's what that signifies. Always pay attention to that. Good burst bait. It's so hard to tell when that's going to whiff because we're just getting up. Alright, if you see him running towards us like that, we might just want a 2k. Interesting. So he neglected to do the follow-up so he could set up the command grab there. Alright, that's a bit of creativity there. I admire it. He's timing that so perfectly, not one of them's whiffing. And that's the biggest issue, is the fact that it will... just to get me a little bit of space. I already forgot what subject matter I was talking about. Usually I'm just trying to focus. See, this is what I wanted to end it up in, though. Actually fighting players who know how to play the game. And the animation on that is just so hard to read.
Wanna see a trick? Do it.
So we might just want to do forward jumps instead of, what is it? Instead of air dashes, basically. And that still has enough recovery that he can hit us immediately afterwards. Okay, noted. Just seeing what works. One of the biggest issues with fighting worse players is you'll learn bad habits that won't work for higher players. They'll let you get away with a lot of things that might become core parts of your strategy, even if it's something that would hurt you in the long run. I suppose that's easy enough. I don't really have a way to set up the training dummy to randomly just keep throwing command grabs or sickles and stuff like that. I'd really like to get a proper read and practice on being able to read that command grab from Axel, so I can know when it's coming every single time. But the animation is remarkably subtle, and it's faster the farther away you are from him, so you can't see that glowing green sickle coming back towards you if you're at full screen. Let's rock.
Here comes Daredevil.
Tell me, Rokushi, are you on PC or PS4? Or PS5? I don't know if this game's on PS5. Is it?
Man. Duel 1. Let's rock.
And I was in the air, just before he grabbed. Ah, welcome, Solar. So glad to see you. 5k, do that. Make sure he's not jumping out of our shenanigans. Ah, I was expecting a grab. I've actually been hit by that setup before. Ah, just barely. Drone goes out. Ooh, nice read. Low, high. Get the jump. And get him with the chip damage. I think he was out of meter, so he might not have FD'd that. If he's backdashing, we can definitely do more run up and grab him maneuvers. I wouldn't eat that if I were you. It would probably explode. Nicely done, Mini Faust. Really? I couldn't actually see my security level. Did that invalidate my drone with all those meteors? Thank you for keeping yourself on the same side there. And schmicks him up. So what we did there is the Okizeme 5K has 9 active frames, so it will catch a backdash. Since he had been prior blocking basically all of our low-high mix-ups, I decided to go a low-low there for the side switch. Aw, you're not gonna let the fat man have his donut. Wake up super! I don't see that very often. Not from Faust, just because a lot of his other mix-up tools are incredibly meter-hungry. Set this up to catch a burst. And don't backdash. That'll work too. You'll need to learn to FD basically all the time versus Goldlewis. That was a ballsy round start. Drone goes out. And he'll get me with that. Oh, you can barely see under his scrubs there like that. Minigun his attempt to block my approach. I was hoping I'd at least get another hit in. I was looking for a burst bait there. I instinctively blocked low, even though that was the overhead coming out there. Interesting matchup. Definitely feels like one of Goldlewis's more difficult ones, but my biggest issue is I couldn't prevent him from jumping out of the corner. We'll need a lot more shenanigans to make sure our block strings are airtight like that. How is he still getting... He's still getting the mini Fausts every single time. I'm still in shock. So rarely do I actually get hit by that. Welcome, Siphon. Glad to see you. We actually just got ourselves into the highest rank, so we're gonna have a little bit of fun against some of the better players in this game. You know, I've never actually had to block one of the Afro bags before, so I had no idea when it was gonna explode. That's new. Very new.
Next week, same time, same place.
There's a lot of these matchups I'd like to get more practice in. Ah, that's a really good setup. If they tech off the wall, though, not so much. What I'd like to see... That sets up a drone. Okay. That one sets up a drone that will catch them if they tech away. We'll probably be able to get them if they Or, well, if they tech towards the wall. If they... let's see. I actually don't know if we have a way to make them tech off the wall. I guess not. That character looks cool. I am playing the absolute coolest character in the game. Thank you very much. I absolutely gotta play my boy Goldlewis. Set up drone. Please give Anji real mix. Agreed! Absolutely agreed. That's why I dropped him. He doesn't have real mix. And he doesn't have good pressure to force your opponent to block, either. Sure, you have the butterfly, but he loses to every character with a DP. I do like how he's moving around with the car-cancelled jump, though. The car-cancelled one-legged hop. Nicely done. Nicely done. And excellent frame trap. So, the reason we've started picking up the 5H after the throw is it can tack off a little bit of guaranteed damage afterwards, but if you do a slightly delayed 4-2-6 afterwards, any really slow characters in this game, this would be your slowest character right here, Goldlewis. Otherwise, you have Potemkin and Nagaryuki. Although Nagaryuki has fast attacks, he just has slow movement. Nicely done. Potemkin and... yeah, I'd say only Potemkin is your other slow character. In terms of characters that actually feel slow and lumbering, he fits the bill a lot more. Goldlewis feels like he has a decent little bit of speed to go. Best anti-air in the game, and no burst for me. Who's the fastest? Probably Chip. Who is a ninja, and you'd expect him to be fast, accordingly. Such a nice throw setup, too. Shame I teched it. But I guess we're doing it a bit better nowadays. Well, well, I mean, Anji just doesn't have real mix, that's why that didn't work. goes out. Alright, so what we're seeing a lot of Anjis do is they'll dance through the drone. We can go ahead and try to set up a 268 when that happens. Because as he dances, he'll be invincible. Set up drone. Nice jump. Flashed with the butterfly both times. Nicely done. I already hit the button by then. Ah, stretch.
And so the curtain falls.
Phew. I think that's a safe jump setup, although it didn't hit him. So we might want to extend our jump just a little bit longer. Amen. I love fighting Anji. Siphon, is this crossplay? If it is, it'll get good and show you the Brawlhalla players can do combos. It's not crossplay. Some people have thought about speculating it. It might be possible in the future, but as it is, no. And I'm actually playing on PC, so... Ooh, nicely done. That is not what I wanted to do, but I'll take it. Catch the back dash. 426. Ooh, nice overhead. Go ahead and burst that. Is that enough? No. But we'll gladly take some of his meter. Ah, not enough time to tech. Well, never let it be said that Anji doesn't have damage. Nicely done. Just got the parry. Are you on a PlayStation, Siphon? 6p. There we go. Ah, hi C. Welcome. Drone goes out. Ooh, I think you hit a button. I hope you get your PC fixed soon, Siphon.
Yes, hello? What is this?
How you been doing, Z? How's the Guilty Gear going?
I didn't order any pizza.
We actually just got into Celestial.
Well, it's just...
So now we're fighting best of the best, and it looks like we'll be participating in a tournament tomorrow. Nice.
Life is free.
Guy just walked up and grabbed us. Drone setup. Nice backdash. And even better backdash there. Ah, you miss Sanji. He was such a fun boy. Ah, not enough time to intercept him. I haven't played in a while. Yeah, there was a period of time roughly between, I'd say through the months of November and December, I barely played this game. But I was away from it long enough that I started to miss all the tournaments and all the streams for it. No. Nice job. Drone goes out.
Just stay put. Now go. Not quite. Now go.
And OTG. Which would set up into a minigun in case we needed the chip damage. And that is why we switched to Mixbox. Ah, we could have PRC punished that one. Ooh, nice grab. Very well done, Anji. I love it. Love it. Ooh, I started a jab. Just a bit too late. What curious timing. When you fix it, you're gonna try to learn the code again. It was your dream job. You can see exactly how panicked I am right now. It was your dream job to be a game dev, but you gave up on it. Inspired me to try it again. Well, in that case, let me know when it gets fixed. I'll start scheduling a coding demonstration stream. After all, Turing needs to do some programming. Ah, so close. I'm loving it. Zerfa. Interesting.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh, if only we got that 684. Drone goes out. Oh, he's still dashing. Oh, we got him. Lovely, Anji. Lovely. cross up. No, still my turn.
Take a breather. All yours.
Ooh. Tried to jab out of a throw setup there. Nice throw. Ah, a robbery. Just what I'm here for. Ooh, nicely done 6P. Ah, Issa! So glad to see you. It's been such a long time. It's, I've actually had it in here for a while. Ever since I started doing, what is it? I guess yeah, ever since I started doing multi-streaming. Yeah, that's what it's called. Okay, I was confused. The, website I'm using is called Restream, and it lets me do multi-streaming. That's what it's called. It's actually been there since September, I think.
Take a breather.
Get a load of this.
Here's a treat.
It might have been. Hey, fun IRL stuff I completely understand. After all, I've been hopelessly addicted to Skyrim for about 2 weeks. My favorite mod finally got an update that let it come to the special edition, which it formerly was just on old Skyrim for all that long time. Alright, 2D doesn't really beat any of his options out of Fujin. We just shouldn't do that when we see Fujin come out. Absolutely delighted to see you. I've picked up Mixbox, as you can see. Ah, so soon. You just didn't notice it last time. Glad I stuck to Goldlewis gameplay. He's hella fun to watch. Which mod is that? Requiem. It is an entire overhaul for Skyrim, and it basically Morrowind-ifies the experience. So, de-leveled world and a lot harder. A lot more concern over your character's abilities rather than your playing abilities. Nice airtight block strings, I see. Beautifully done, Anji. I was robbed. So, Goldlewis's close slash is very weird in its behavior. Ah, I tried to get him. Nicely done. Really? That's a tech setup, I see. Interesting. Ah, stretch. So, I might, once I get better computer specs, might actually do a stream for said Requiem. There's an entire community built around it, and it's just incredibly fun. Nice backdash. Ah, I pressed the button just too late. I actually, just this stream is the first time we got back to Celestial. Ah, he got me. This is why I don't do this anymore. Ah, so nicely done. We still can't eke out a win on him. Yeah, it is really, really intense, but it is an overhaul mod, so you cannot use it in conjunction with anything else that changes the core functions of the game, so no Percus Maximus, no Ordinator, nothing like that. It is an entire overhaul to how the game plays, and that is responsible for the 3,000 hours I have in that game over my lifetime. And every 2 years or so, I pick it back up. Das Ignis. Interesting. There's a VTuber tournament tomorrow, actually. Oh great, we have another Zoomer sheeshing in here. So, there's a VTuber tournament tomorrow. And things look promising. I'll probably be able to go 2 and 2, but since it's of a much more tight community, it probably will have better players in it. Ah, we backdashed, but just a little too early. Interesting cross-up setup. Did you see that? Did you see that? We were robbed of that punish.
Downright supernatural. Slap. Duel 2.
Yeah, my goal is to at least be recognizable as the best Goldlewis in the VFGC. There's only one other one I know about, and she beat me in the last tournament. 2-1. It was very fun to watch. I was hoping we could get the close slash there. Got him out of his shenanigans.
Good. Duel 3. Let's rock.
Mistimed our safe jump. You're still mashing, I see. Okay, let me solve that. Problem solved.
What is it? Anyone there?
This is actually a very fun matchup, because it's one that Goldlewis has, I think, actually a slightly winning edge. So it's interesting, very interesting. Yes, the frame trap button and anti-air. Alright, quick, I can read that now. The beauty of coming back is realizing how watched you am. Gonna have to go loud again soon. Soul is as fun as ever, the only character who gets to do whatever the hell he wants for his combos. And he's still mashing. Alright, guess I'll just 6P whenever I see him doing that too much. I wonder if that'll actually catch his, 5H. DP would have beaten most of my options there. Gimme all your mustard.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Ah, but he was already in the blind spot by that time. Drone goes out. Catch the jump attempt. Just run up in DP because he can. Oh! Now that was the anti-air to end all anti-airs. Oh!
Always run away so fast.
I feel like I'm ready. Alright. I think we'll be good for that tournament tomorrow. I'm gonna go sign up at the end of the stream.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Just too late. There's the command grab, and there's the carry on to the wall break combo. So we still need to work on our unbuffered BTs. And not get the jumping version when we don't want to. I used to be able to do the buffered ones perfectly on the old controller. Ooh, not quite. And goodbye. He went for it. We might have been able to beat him with a JH there. And he's probably... yeah, he's gonna get the KO here. I'll post the tournament information at the end of the stream. I'll go ahead and fish it up. It's tomorrow, and I believe it's at 7 p.m. CST, I think. And again, gotta work on those BTs. I think it's funny, I have a crowd of viewers that are here for the indie games, and then y'all are here for the fighting games. Interesting parody here. I wish I had one full crowd together. Might have to start mixing them 50-50 again. Do BlazBlue streams on a regular schedule. That's another thing I've picked up and I've been trying to practice, and I've been trying to get a friend into the game. It's nice to have a sparring partner.
Duel 1.
2P, so 5... ah, he's just gonna block. Nicely done, Potemkin. How did that burst not hit him? Wait, was he doing the car loops? Ooh, the Mega Fist. Just poorly timed. I'll only be able to show the Twitter combo in training, probably. Ooh, nicely done. Nice backdash. And he got me with the car cancel one. I backdashed, but I guess he just delayed it a little bit. Nicely done. Stretch. After all, our back's going to be broken from what Potemkin's doing to us. I need to be up here more often. We might actually have to make an early month push into Celestial, so I have a better training opportunity. That was me attempting to FD. Drone setup. Just barely out of range, but he would have armored through it. And I think his armor actually prevents him from taking damage, it feels like. Get that wall break, even though we'd rather not have it, we'll take the meter. Just a little bit plus. 2 plus, even. Ooh, a nice 6p. He's going to first. Give me some of that meter. We can play very slowly as we'll just gather meter over time for this. Nice backdash.
Mr. President, hello. Hello?
Alright, I'm getting hyped. We'll have to get a very good night's rest.
What in tarnation?
Thank you, Z. Very encouraging.
Duel 1. Let's rock. Garuda impact. Garuda impact. Radiate secret arc. Potemkin buster.
It's all about execution, as there's so many times I'm trying to FD and get a button instead. Ah, the overhead setup.
Resume. Duel 2. Let's rock. No chat. You're up. On the offensive.
Alright, there's the burst. And that, again, was an attempt to FD, not hit a button. So yeah, the issue is usually the FD, and it'll end up getting hit instead. Now, the most important thing about picking up a Mixbox is intimidation. So that's something I can definitely fit into. Ooh, hello. Wait. I fought this guy. Like, one of the recent streams, I actually fought this guy. This is gonna be fun. We've got so many tricks to learn here, too. So one of the things we're not getting enough of in neutral is the air dash BTs. Something I've been trying to practice.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Nicely done. I'm not bursting like this. Ooh, nicely done. And unbuffered, too. Marvelous. Ooh, nice backdash. And here comes the combo. 2S, 486. We should definitely go for a lot more. Just run up and grab them if they're trying to get the Oki zip, you know, the block on Wake Up. That's another thing I need to do, is not to corpse push on the knockdown. Alright. So that's his new combo, got it. And again, still missing the BTs. Ah. Okay, so he's doing something I've been theorizing about. It's the, Oki 862 or Oki 842, if you have enough time.
I didn't order any pizza.
So many new tricks to learn.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Ooh, nice side switch. I love this character. Call of the Goldlewis, round start 6P and 2486. That's another thing I see a lot of folks using. And set up drone. Ooh, nicely done. Ah, nice one. Back is hurting from me trying to sit like this with something heavy on my lap this entire time. But plenty new tricks to learn. So that's another thing that we can start practicing since it seems our strategy has improved. We're no longer quite so complacent with our offense. We're doing a lot more stuff tonight. If you'd go back and watch the VOD, you'll notice we'll do close slash 268 and then dash after them and get a delayed 2D to catch a backdash. So one thing I have not yet practiced on Mixbox Goldlewis is you need to be able to get the high jump air dash BT. That is an overhead combo starter that so plus, even if they block it. Ah, I'm out of tea. I should probably fix that. You know, I've got... Before I have a heart attack, I think this might actually be the last set. There's a reason I didn't pick this stage. Drone goes out. So 6P would have gotten him there. Okay. Nice throw tech. Potemkin players. The Garuda Impact PRC grab setup, I see.
Well done. Return to me.
That's new. Although I have seen that on a couple of other videos before. Drone goes out. It is. It's a PRC paint. I attacked, but it was slower than a grab, I see.
Numbers only 6. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Nicely done, Potemkin. Ah, that wasn't a close slash. That wasn't a close... I think one of my biggest issues with this character is his close slash has excellent frame data, but such weird hitboxes. And there's been a lot of times I've attempted to punish a DP and found him aiming towards the wrong side. Lo and behold. Interesting. Was that actually like a setup into a potential grab like that? And got him. Indeed, Potemkin's ass is a lethal weapon of war. Not quite. I still have a few frames there. Welcome, Zig. Ziz. However that's to be pronounced. Always jump dust. Do I jump that setup or what? I guess I have to hit a button after the 6K. Because that one was a little difficult to read. Okay, one more. One more set. One more set for tonight, and then I really need to calm down. But we've made a lot of progress. Seems we've had... well... for one, we got into Celestial and got to fight some better opponents, so... we have a few new changes to our strategy. Our offense is mixed up quite a bit more. There's still quite a few folk over here we still can't contend with. But we have a few new tricks up our sleeve. Grab, 5H, delay 426 will catch someone trying to do a reversal. Ah, we have the soul again. Well, I think a rematch would be a wonderful way to end the night. Das Ignis. I miss this. Can you imagine it was 7 months ago that I was doing this stuff regularly? Nice backdash. We can't 6P that. Oh, I think I saw him jump. Not quite. Ooh, got him. Do we have enough time to... So, that's a new interaction. So he armors through a super, even. Whoa! There's some news there. Inform on the interaction. Bits of new knowledge for us all around, indeed.
Duel 1. Let's rock. You're up.
I forget, since he has a 3-frame 5K, on any of the moves he's -2, he just gets to press a button. He has such cool combos, though. DP. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to get up and
Stop wasting my time.
move around a bit because I'm definitely starting to get a bit of a backache doing this. Alright, last set.
Duel
And this time I'm keeping it.
Let's rock.
So he can 3K that. Well, he can 3K the 5K version. Drone goes out. Double KO? Ah, he had just enough health.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
The instant I perfect doing that grounded, I'm going to be unstoppable. The unbuffered 684s. Seems this guy's just destroying us this time around.
Pathetic.
Ah, what a wonderful set. My VTuber source is still broken over here. And I can't bring myself back up here. Ah, Sheikah. Welcome. We actually just got ourselves into Celestial, and we've been doing a lot of practice for tomorrow. I'll see you in that bracket, Sheikah, since I know you're there, and I'll be happy to destroy you. But welcome. This is actually, you are coming here just at the end of the stream, funny enough. Yeah, there's a Strive tourney tomorrow. I swear I saw you signed up. Oh, right. Before we leave, I mean, I may as well do a little bit of labbing. Always great to meet more Goldlewis players indeed, Rokushi. Glad to see you. Let me know anytime you'd like to go down for a set, or if you're trying to climb your way up to floor 10, I have plenty of tips to try to help you with. Let me see what I can find on Twitter about that tournament. Oh, no, sorry, I'm not doing online anymore. Yeah, Tanichi's tourney. Thank you for the name. Thank you for the name, because I'm trying to find... I just joined their server, and I'm going to be participating in that tournament. Get this link, and I will post this here in the chat. 8 p.m. EST, so that will be 7 CST. Alright. I will be signing up for that one in just a couple of days. Well, tomorrow. And I hope to see you there, Sheikah, as well as the rest of the class here who'd like to witness some more stuff going on. I'll fix my VTuber frame over here by then. You'll be at work, but you'll try to tune in on the shop iPad. Well, there will always be a VOD, Issa, and you're welcome to come back and see how we did in that time. Gonna be finding Zeros. He actually just showed up on a stream recently. I think it was a week ago, and he kicked my butt. I'm looking forward to it. But I've definitely gotten in a lot more execution practice since then, so I look forward to it. And I look forward to seeing you all there. So, at least for now, I will say that class is dismissed. Thank you everyone for your attendance. Strive stream tomorrow, and probably a lighter schedule next week. I might do just 3 or 4 days instead. After all, I'm hopelessly addicted to Skyrim, and I just want to keep playing that instead. Good night, everyone. I hope you rest well. And thank you so much for your attendance, Issa, Siphon, everyone. This time around you'll well, then again, if I'm already off screen, I can go ahead and set it back over here. And you won't have to deal with the ominous chanting in the background of the Strive menu. Sleep well, all.